Alright, so this video was requested by a Facebook friend, and the subject is a very specific one, so I'm not here to tell you what to do or anything like that. I'm just going to rant, and hopefully you'll get some value out of it. It's really up to you to decide what to do. But the subject was very specific, and that is, and I still think it's great because a lot of people have gone through this or will be going through this. So I think even though it's very specific, I think it will help people. So thank you for asking the question. But basically, the sum of the situation in question is somebody who's midlife, I believe, and not an old person. I mean, careful what I'm saying here, but a middle-aged person. Who cares about age, by the way? So please don't be offended what I'm saying. But I'm just saying this isn't a 12-year-old or a 16-year-old. This is somebody who's got some life experience under the belt, and who, in all this time, actually hasn't met their father and doesn't know who he is, and wants to find him, which is very common. And so something's pulled them to search, and all they've been able to do, though, but they did have some luck, and they found a half-sister. But the half-sister is not very approachable. Without getting into details, I guess has a very strong ego. It's very successful. It doesn't seem very open to meeting a stepsister or being helpful or really wanting to talk, get into this. It just kind of feels, I guess, like a brick wall they've hit. And so the question was really, what do I do? Do I proceed? Do I push further? So I can't tell you what to do, but I would suggest something in this case, and I think it's important because a lot of people, when they're doing things, it's important, no matter what it is. So my advice, which you might not have seen coming, is actually to hold off on that for a second. Pull back and assess what it is you're doing. Because a lot of times people, when they have a lot of pain, and they're trying to fill something that's missing. And that's obviously that's a big part of when people search out long-lost relatives. It's because they feel there's something missing, something they need to resolve. So first, it's good to get clear on that. Because if not, what a lot of people are doing is they're stumbling around searching for something, but they don't really know. They think they know what they're searching for, but in here they don't know what they're really trying to get out of it. So yeah, they know I'm looking for this, but they don't really know why. So it's important to know why. So I would say return to stillness. Do whatever it is that calms your mind, puts you in a happy place. Just get back to you for a while. Try to get a peaceful feeling. Put it out of your mind. Honestly, put it all out of your mind for a while. Try to get back to a place where you feel most like you and you feel most happy and centered. And then and only then look at that and ask yourself, so why am I trying to find my father? What is it I'm trying to do here? What is it my soul wants from this? What is it my soul wants? And don't push, just let that marinate for a while. Buddhist teachings tell us the best way to, when doing self-reflection, is keep asking questions but don't answer them. In other words, you ask it to yourself, but you're not then trying to answer it. You're just asking it. Just keep asking it. Just keep asking it. Don't try to answer it. Just keep asking it. So maybe center yourself and just for a while, just every once in a while, ask yourself, what does my soul want from this? And that's it. And then leave it be. And then continue centering or being happy. Try that for a while and see if the answer comes a good answer. Not an answer of the mind from pain, but something more from the soul centered. There will still be pain in there, obviously, because it's related to pain and suffering. Because if you were totally awesome with yourself, 100%, and you're just, then you, well, I don't know, I'm speculating, but you might not feel the urge to track him down. Or you might feel the urge, but it won't feel so dire, it won't feel so stressful. It just may be like, well, if I find him, I find him. If I don't, I don't. So obviously there's still some pain there. So if you can reduce that pain and center yourself and ask that question, then yeah, you'll still feel pain when it comes back, but it'll be much less, and you'll be much more clear-headed, and an answer will come. But I would say pull back and first try to get clear of, and don't worry about what the answer is. Even if it is related to pain, it's okay, but just why? Why? What is it your soul wants from this? If closure, do you want to have a relationship with him? Is it curiosity? Just first get clear of why. And if you get clear on why, it'll be easier to do whatever you're doing. So we see that a lot with people. They're kind of stumbling around, desperately searching for something, but they don't really know why they're searching for it in the first place. And so it can make it very difficult, and make decisions very difficult, make it all very stressful. So there's nothing wrong with wanting to, obviously a lot of people that, find your father, but before you get pulled into the drama with this half-sister and all this other stuff, and the actual search itself, I would say pull back. Pull back and just get clear on some level that makes you feel pretty good about the answer, or pretty solid. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Even if it's maybe, I want him to say sorry. That's fine, as long as you're clear with that, and you don't expect that has to happen, because expectations aren't good, but as long as you're clear that's kind of what you want, and that's fine. But just try to get clear with why. What is it you're really trying to do here? So do that. Focus on that. And then later the decisions will come, and they'll be easier. And then when you hit brick walls like this half-sister, I think you'll see it less as, oh, such a stressful thing. You'll probably more go like, oh, okay, she doesn't want to talk to me. All right, now what do I do? That's probably how when you're in a more centered place, that's probably, because why push? You know what I mean? You could, but we're all free beings. If she wants to, she's a free being. She doesn't have to go down this journey with you. Maybe she's got issues with him too. Remember that. You don't know. Maybe she's got issues with him. Or maybe, so, me personally, I wouldn't push, but, maybe you'll be able to come back in another thing. Maybe you'll be able to have, if you center yourself, you'll be able to approach her one more time in a much softer way, in a way that just resonates differently with her, and she might open up. Who knows? But most likely you'll probably just move on and try something else. Because was she the only way you're going to find him? So. But before you do all that, before you go jumping into other options, because that's all in the mind, center yourself. Center yourself, fill yourself with as much love as you can. Try to let go of whatever you can. Do that kind of work as much as you can. And just get clear. What am I trying to get out of this? Why am I searching for him? And then I think it'll all work out easier. So get the why down first. Get the why down and get centered. And then if you still want to go off and try all these things, you'll probably have better luck, because you'll be in a better place. There won't be this urgency, this stress, and the mind spinning. Instead, you'll just be, all right, well, let's try this. Well, that didn't work. What else can I try? Oh, I know. And you'll try this. You know what I mean? And then the universe will start to align, too, because that's what it does. We send out waves of energy. So I hope that was helpful. I really can't tell you what to do. So if that's really what you're hoping for, I can't do it. It's not for me to tell you what to do. But I will suggest, be clear on what you're doing first. Be clear why you're doing this. And it's okay, whatever the reason is. But just be clear on it. And then just get yourself in the best place, and try not to take it too seriously. And just flow with it. And if you really were meant to find him, then you will. If you really want to, then you will. I wouldn't sweat about it. I'm sure you'll meet him. I'm sure you will. Well, I'm not 100% sure. Who knows? But it's a pretty good chance. We're a very powerful being. So if you really want to see him, and especially if you start doing it more from a more positive energy place, you will attract that. So yeah, get clear on what you're doing and center yourself, and don't take it too seriously while you're doing it. Hope that helped.